In this series, we'll be looking into Materialize CSS. Materialize CSS is a CSS framework, and actually, as the name sounds, the CSS framework are a library that makes working with CSS very much easier by following a compliant, standard web compliant guide. So for this we will be using our Materialize CSS. We also have other frameworks, and for this we'll be looking into how to install Materialize and start making use of it. So for that, I will show you. The Materialize CSS have their website, which I have already opened. So you navigate to this link, materializecss.com/getting-started.html, and then you go down to Materialize download. We have many ways to download or get Materialize CSS into our file. So, but for this tutorial, we'll be downloading the zipped one. So click on this. You can see as it's still loading. You will see also how our folder structure will be. So click on download, start download, or wherever your system shows you. Open, so that I can unzip. So extract to anywhere that you know. That for me, I'll be extracting to my downloads. So extract yours to any folder that you want your files to be in, or files to be in. Okay, so I've uncompressed that. So you can see the more extra information given here. After downloading, extract the files into the directory where our website is located. So you can still extract directly into where you are, into your working project, into your working directory, and you can see how it is going to be. This is your folder, your main folder. This is your CSS, which should also contain the Materialize CSS. These are the fonts, if we have the font. This is the JS, and this is where your index.html will be. So let's head over there quickly and see. For this, we'll be opening a new project here. I think I still have my Codealong. Okay, so for this, I'll be opening a new project outside of here. Let me open it in my desktop folder. Codealong. Materialize CSS. So that's where all the Materialize CSS will be. So let me open it up in a Visual Studio Code. Anyway, let me show you which files we have downloaded. So you can see my Materialize folder here. When I open it, I see my CSS, my JavaScript, the license, and the README. So the license contains whatever license that was given to Materialize CSS, and the README is just a README file, or maybe how to use the framework or whatever. So we open our CSS. You can see Materialize and then Materialize.me. I'll also advise that whenever you are in production, always use a Materialize.main file. It's a minifig file, and it has less size. So that means it will make our refreshing very fast. Then whenever you are in development, use Materialize.main. Then whenever you are in production, use Materialize. And so it will be the same for the JavaScript file. So I'll be copying both of these, the CSS and the JavaScript. I will copy it and I'll paste it in my working directory. So that should be here. I'll paste it in here, and close this, and I can be able to see that from here. So you can see. And let me open up my index.html, but the index.html. Okay, so you can see the JavaScript, the CSS, Materialize.css, and the Materialize. So if we have our own font here, you can also import create a folder for the font. So let me create a new folder for the font. So later on we might use it, fonts. Then we can then put in our fonts in this folder. So let me quickly open up our normal our document type, and for us to make use of the Materialize files that we just downloaded, let me go over to the browser and show you where they wrote. This is the HTML setup. So this is how the file will be. So this is it. So I think I can go over and copy this very fast. Then paste it in. So this is where it's supposed to be, but I can as well remove this and then put mine. This is where you link your CSS as normal. So open up this link rel should be style sheet. So it's a style sheet, and the source of the style sheet should be CSS / So remember, in development, always use materialize.min.css. So I'm going to be using here materialize.min.css, and then I could be able to close this. And then for you to also make use of the JavaScript, which is also required, you also import put in your JavaScript here using the script source script. So the script is being used to pull in a JavaScript file that is external. Also, you can also use the script, and then you can write one. Okay, you can also use the script and then put in your JavaScript here. We will be looking into that very shortly in other series. So, but let me import the Materialize CSS file first. This will be script, and the source. The source just serves like the href. That's where is the file that you are targeting coming from. So it should be coming from JavaScript js/materialize.min.js. So you can go ahead and close the script. I think I have a problem here. Have the body, the script source, script. Okay, so this is the normal way of doing Materialize installation. So let me show you guys. Let's lay out a button. I'll be using the Materialize styling class, and in their button they have a btn styling that they already have styled for us. Btn. Then we have a waves and the waves effect. The waves effect is whenever you click on the button, there will be a wave, a whitish wave that will pass over the button. So the normal color should be blue. So let's leave it by default, and let's say login. Let me see how that looks. I'll go over to my desktop. Should be in Codealong, Materialize CSS here. Then I open this. Okay, so you can see we didn't style this button, so Materialize styled it for us. And so that's the way of installing Materialize CSS. In the upcoming videos, we will look into the classes that Materialize offers us and how to make use of it. So thanks guys for watching.